Baylor men's basketball will play in the Players Era Festival for the 2025 season. I apologize for looking at it because I can memorize all this stuff. It is a Las Vegas-based event, by the way. Baylor is one of 18 teams playing all 3 games, with the ultimate prize of an additional $1 million to the team that wins the event. And every school is already assured $1 million for participating. And it's a straightforward incentive for additional financial rewards for the champion. Is a trailblazing concept enabled by NIL legislation. And like the impacts on the Players Ever Festival, they could be like right down below, which I'll put the article in it. And all this, and I'm going to just go over the times. November 24th, Baylor's going to play Creighton at 1 p.m. Central Time. The next day, the 25th, November 25th, they're going to play St. John's at 4 p.m. Of course, it could be later, depending for both of those games. At least the second day, because of the game before, took a little longer. We'll have to wait and see about that. While November 26th is like the consolation / third place game at 7 p.m. And the championship game is like 9:30. I mean, it's at 6 p.m. Central Time, not 7 p.m. is like the Eastern Time that they just listed, and 8:30 p.m. for the other one. And teams that go 2-0 on Monday or Tuesday will pool into the championship round on that Wednesday, with only 2 game results to determine who gets to play for the championship, and inevitably inevitability of more than 2 teams that go 2-0 by the end of Tuesday. Point differential, total points scored, and points allowed will affect the tally and serve as tiebreakers, just like last year, like 2020 and just like in 2024. Oregon won the inaugural 2024 event over Alabama. So we'll have to wait and see what the rest of the schedule looks like for Baylor. I don't know when that Washington game is for Baylor. Baylor's having home and home with them. I just don't know if it's before this or is it going to be after. I don't know. But I will say St. John's and Creighton obviously are in the Big East. St. John's was number 1 in the Big East, while Creighton was second. But the Big East was not like an amazing conference because they did not have a Sweet 16 or further. And even though St. John's was a 2 seed, they only finished in around 32. And Creighton was around a 32 team as well. Creighton was 25-11 last year. No double-digit scores come back, and only one guy that averaged 5 points per game or more is really coming back, as well as 3 other guys that average between 5 to 4 points per game. They do bring in 4 double-digit scores from Iowa, Howard, and Charlotte. Yeah, they have a duplicate from one school. They do bring in like a 5 points to 9 points per game guy from Miami, Florida, and 2 freshmen as well. While St. John's only has like 1 double-digit score coming back, and just overall 1 guy that had 5 points per game or more. They do have 2 freshmen coming in, 7 transfers from Miami, Florida. I mean, actually, Milligan, that's an NAIA school, but that was a double-digit score. But he was at Division I level and didn't score as much. Idaho State, double-digit score. Cincinnati, 9.9 points per game. North Carolina, double-digit score. Stanford, double-digit score. Providence, double-digit score. Arizona State, double-digit score. So the question to me is, how many games are those 2 schools are going to play before this event here when Baylor is going to take them on? Because obviously if it's not a lot, I'll have to go based on last year's stats. But if it's like, at least a good rule of thumb for me is like 4 games, so to speak, or 4 to 5 games. That way there's more statistics out there and everything like that, and not like last year's stats. So we'll have to wait and see what the rest of the schedule looks like for Baylor men's basketball. And they're gonna play a home and home with Washington, and the first game will be in Waco starting this year, 2025-2026 season. I just don't know when is it gonna be. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe, and see you guys later on the road to 800 subscribers, goals, ultimate goals, 1,000 more. So remember, those course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube background. some more people see it, sharing the video does help as well. Some more people could watch. And if you're watching, and hit subscribe buttons for the notification bell as well.